Joining us now, Florida Senator Marco Rubio. Senator, you're on the Important Intel Committee. When you were on this program last week, you told me, you told this audience, that in fact you and everybody on the Intel Committee was warning. I'm going to put up a map, Senator. We played it in our opening monologue. In this map is the timeline of the Taliban on the march. As you can see, April of 2021, May of 2021, the red that fills up this map, now June and July of 2021. The Taliban was on the march the whole time, Senator. You saw it. Intel members saw it. Joe Biden had to be told. I understand the CIA pulled their people out 6 weeks ago, Senator. Why did Joe wait till the last minute?
Yeah. When history looks back at this moment, and it's going to look back at this moment, this is going to be a big deal for decades. This is going to be covered as one of the worst catastrophes in American foreign policy history for two reasons. Number one is everything you just said right now, the failure of this administration to anticipate what they should have known. What the red lights were flashing the whole time, that the Taliban was moving faster than they were talking about. And the whole time they were oblivious to it, it seemed. And then the botching of this evacuation of this entire process. This is the way the process should have worked. Okay? What Joe Biden should have said is, we have these people and we have this equipment and we're going to get it out of Afghanistan and we'll leave once we have all that stuff. And anyone who gets in the way, including the Taliban, who tries to stop us, is going to be killed. You will die if you get in our way. Not August 31st, not September 1st, not August 29th, not a date. A goal. The goal is we're going to get out the Americans, we're going to get out the people that work for us, and we're not going to leave the Taliban an Air Force. We just donated an Air Force to the Taliban. Two
factors. I keep showing this map with the dates of the Taliban on the march, and Joe Biden did nothing. That's point number one. Point number two is Joe Biden is abiding by the Taliban's deadline. Now, I think, like you, that the deadline ought to be when every American and every ally is out. The French, the Brits, the Dutch, they have sent their troops behind enemy lines to rescue their citizens. Why hasn't the most powerful military force on the face of the earth done the same, Senator? Because I'm looking at a countdown clock of 6 days, 18 hours, 9 minutes, and 3 seconds, and they're out. According to that's the Taliban's deadline and Joe's deadline, apparently.
But that's not even the deadline. That's the deadline for the last plane to take off. The true deadline is probably Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Look, it took from April to, I believe, June or July to get 1,500 people out. Okay, August 31st is not like August 31st is the last day there'll be any American on the ground in terms of uniform. So the real deadline is actually this week. It's not the 31st. But that's when you get with a White House that's incompetent, a president who seems, quite frankly, oblivious to all of this. The lies,
Senator,
they stand
you're
behind
saying
that podium
Americans are going to be left behind? We're going to leave our fellow Americans behind?
Well, I don't think there's any. Listen, they're already leaving now, okay? The troops are already being downgraded now because you can't just put 6,000 troops and everybody on one big plane. It's not Noah's Ark where you're going to put everybody on there and get them out at the one time, okay? So the true deadline's not the 31st, and they stand there every single day and they lie to people. You talk to people that are on the ground in there, that airport is chaos. Total, complete chaos. Unsanitary conditions, rapidly declining, and these people are all happy. Oh, this is the most successful, rescue in history. These people, they're out of their minds. This is what you get when a president is completely out of touch with reality. And then we have a chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff who spends this time worried about white rage. Don't worry about white rage, General Milley. Worry about the Taliban and the Americans who are going to be killed by them because of your botched efforts now and ongoing.
I have no words. For the first time in my life, I can't even respond to that. Senator, thank you. And God help our fellow Americans. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.